Welcome to the 9 at 9 for January. What day is today? I spaced the date. January 19th, 2025. Fixing the camera quick. My name's Bob, and today we're going to be talking about losing. I know it's not a favorite topic of most of us, but it is the perfect topic for today. Every day here at 9 a.m. DC time, I'm going to be diving into ideas and strategies to help you stay focused and tackle big challenges. And the reason losing is the topic of the day is because last night's games in the NFL were just amazing. Actually, last night's game, the first one less so, but I really want to talk about the second one and the lessons that I get from sports in general. Whether you're a sports fan or not, this is really going to help you. It's just amazing what you can gain from those outside influences. At least personally, I've learned so much just being a sports fan, how I've applied those ideas into my regular life, and the success I've enjoyed and the losing I've not enjoyed. So after 30 years of building corporations, I decided to start this platform to really give you ideas to help you focus and be willing to take risks and go after it in life. So I'm here every day, like I said, 9 a.m. DC time. And I have the Launchpad, which is another series which allows you to just see the behind the scenes work that I do to try to build this channel. I've been doing this for 99 days, started November 24th, and it ends on my birthday, March 2nd. And honestly, I'm not even talking about the 99-day challenge as much anymore because I'm just in it now. Like it is part of who I am now. I'm here every day. And I'm looking forward to be able to do these on mobile at some point. We're getting close. So last night, man, the Commanders beat the Detroit Lions in a thriller of an NFL game. The Detroit Lions were the cream of the crop all year. Best team, best offense. Dan Campbell, what a coach. Honestly, I'm not a Detroit Lions fan and I'm not a Commanders fan. But Dan Campbell is a really good example of being a man and laying it all out there with your emotions. Wears his emotions on his sleeve. I just really am impressed with his leadership style and what he's been able to do there. That organization has historically not been successful, and now that city was just booming last night. So for them to have home field advantage for the playoffs, they were really a favorite to go to the Super Bowl. The Commanders had 4 wins last year, and they have a rookie quarterback and a new owner. And that new owner knows how to lead an organization, by the way. Huge lessons you can gain from being a proper owner, letting professionals do the work that know the sport. They drafted Jaden Daniels, second in the draft, rookie quarterback. And he is on fire, lights out. His poise under pressure, they said it a million times last night, but it's so noticeable. No matter what the situation is, he looks like he's just working through his process. Man, it's just so impressive to see a young person who can just handle that so perfectly well. And his future is so really bright. And for Commanders fans, which I'm not, even though I live here in DC, I'm a Raiders fan, which is a less great organization. But they were a terrible organization. The reason I could not become a Commanders fan is because the ownership was so bad. But they just finally sold. Dan Snyder got out of it. And now this new ownership has a first-year success story. But it's the losing that was so noticeable. I watched the press conference this morning, and Dan Campbell, the Detroit Lions coach, was very emotional, and you should watch that press conference. Just search YouTube, Dan Campbell. I don't know. I think you'll find it pretty quickly. And he just reflected on the grind, the work that they all put in, how the players have to get themselves up out of bed, bodies beaten down day after day, and how long the season is. It is a rough sport. They work their asses off even to get on the team, their whole lives to get in that position. And there are some people who look at this sport and, question why they should get as much money as they get and stuff. the numbers of people that enjoy watching it and the money that gets poured into the sport and what these folks do to their body and the risks they take and the injuries and all the things that are bad about the sport. But then there's only one winner every year. And it seems to be like worse if you actually get in the game to actually play in the playoffs, even though I've always said you've got to be willing to lose if you want to win. They have to be willing to lose. They have to be willing to feel that feeling like he had last night, and all the players, in order to win that Super Bowl, which is seemingly the only goal they all have, which is, like, think about that. There's one winner, and they all grind through now 17 games and beat their bodies up. And these coaches have to work 24 hours a day to try to be prepared appropriately. What a game. And honestly, like, the willingness to lose so that you can win, but the pain of losing in those situations is so low. Like, the hurt is so bad. You just have to appreciate, like, putting yourself in that situation and be willing to feel that feeling is the game. You have to be willing to lose. You have to be willing to feel that feeling, even though it hurts so bad, even though you'll probably not want to get out of bed for a couple days. That's worth it. It's worth it. For you to win, you have to be willing to be at that moment. And that's what the lesson is, really. Like, just get yourself in the game, no matter what you're trying to accomplish in life, no matter what you're trying to achieve. It may be business, like I'm going to talk about a lot here. It may be getting a different job. It may be running a marathon or lifting a certain amount of weight, or just honestly, like in arts and creativity, making a movie, putting a video together that people want to watch. I can reflect on that because I really felt good about Launchpad. Now, I know it's the first one and I have to figure out the routine of the thumbnails and stuff like that to get that. But I feel really good about that first Launchpad. Like, that is me, raw, unfiltered. And, when I posted it on Friday, I left thinking, God, that was good. Like, I really liked it. And I just wanted to go get some food, and I was hoping, like, did the algorithm pick it up? There's no reason the algorithm would have picked it up. No reason at all. The title doesn't help. The description doesn't help. It's different than other things that I posted here, but I still wanted it to show something. And I came back and I was like, it's just nothing. So those little losses, I wouldn't call that a failure because it's a process that I'm going through. But I'm like struggling along on this channel. So I'm kind of losing. Like, I'm losing every day, but the process is the work. And I'm not calling this a loss, but the point is, like, these little failures feel like that. In my world, when you submit a proposal to try to win business, like, you lay it all out there. I've worked on proposals to win a big contract for 12-hour days nonstop with a team. And you really are looking for that dedication from people in those moments. And it's not that often that you grind like that. But, it's you against a couple other companies in some situations, and you really think you've got it nailed down, and then you lose. And it sucks. It really does. But if you're not willing to put yourself out there, you're never going to win. And so that's it. That's the lesson for today. I want to close on some of the stuff that from yesterday. I had some audio issues, and I discovered why. And I guess I should make sure it's picking up now. So, lessons learned. Failure makes me learn. It turns out the mic that I'm using, the shotgun mic, who knew it had a battery life, but it lasted forever. Like, I've shot a ton of video, but I know I've shot a lot of video because the power went, and I have now a reminder to charge that every now and then. So failure makes you learn. I lost audio halfway through. The back half of that video, which I talk about, like, loving the process, like loving the work, is about this project. So first I started about the importance of loving work in general, and I can't remember the example I had, but I was starting to talk about the process that I'm going through building this and how I'm starting to like it. And it's a real mind switch, right? The mindset is, okay, I don't particularly like some of this stuff, but I was kind of complaining about it, honestly, which is the opposite of what I should be doing. And I was complaining about it to you, which is, like, really stupid. But I really, really have started to like the work. I've started to like the what I'm going through. And last night I trimmed and cut a video that I shot over several days because of all sorts of technical issues that happened. Fan left on. Actually, they weren't technical. It was stupid. My idiotic stuff. But I reshot it, and I trimmed and cut it, and I really like it. I really like what I've done. And now today I'm going to edit the crap out of it. And it's just me still. My teammate is now pretty close to 100%, so I'll have some help this week. Really, really need it. And then I hit the road Saturday for a 1 week trip. So it's going to be a busy week. I'm going to end the sprint on the 20th tomorrow. So tomorrow I end the sprint, and I'm thinking about how I can celebrate those sprints. And I'm not changing anything right now, but I'm figuring out how I could have a sprint review on here. But I'm going to do it normally tomorrow at 9 a.m. All right, that's your 9 a.m. That's your 9 at 9 for December. That's your 9 at 9 for January 19th. Join me here tomorrow where I'll do it again. Let's grow together.